and welcome to the first edition of The World of Dun & Bradstreet, a new D&B video magazine produced for, by, and about the men and women of the Dun & Bradstreet Corporation worldwide. My name is Emily Hagman. I'm a Senior Manager of Strategic Communications for Dun & Bradstreet Software, and I'm delighted to be the host for this first show. Today, we'll be visiting AC Nielsen headquarters in Northbrook, Illinois, to talk about Nielsen Marketing Research's new breakthrough product called Precision. And then we're off to New York to sit in on Dun & Bradstreet Software's rollout of its new client-server software. And Chief Economist Joe Duncan from the corporate office will then give us a report on recent presentations to customers in Japan in support of the D&B divisions operating there. And next will be our regular profile feature, which focuses on how different divisions around D&B do their jobs. We'll visit with Dun & Bradstreet Information Services North America to see how they go about the all-important job of gathering business and credit information for their North American database on more than 9 million companies. A major part of DBIS's worldwide database on more than 20 million businesses. Frankfurt, Germany is our next stop, where we'll meet with managers from IMS International, AC Nielsen, and Dun & Bradstreet Information Services to talk about the recent globalization and synergy projects in this key country. And finally, we'll spend a few minutes with Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Charlie Moritz. In a recent interview, Charlie talked about some of the key issues facing the corporation and associates worldwide. Nielsen Marketing Research generates more revenue than any other D&B division, over $1 billion in 1991. And with 2/3 of that revenue coming from outside the United States, it is very much a worldwide business. Today, we'll be focusing on the U.S. operations of Nielsen and their new product, Precision. So let's begin by joining our reporter, Sandy Rebitzer, as she asks Paul Payak for a capsule description of Nielsen Marketing Research's business.
AC Nielsen is the world's premier marketing research company, with offices in 28 countries and the U.S. But in the U.S., it's best known for the Nielsen TV ratings. What else is Nielsen known for?
Nielsen Marketing Research basically tracks consumer purchase patterns in the United States. We track what people buy, where they buy it, and why they buy it.
Who are Nielsen's clients?
More than 40 of the top 50 consumer packaged goods companies in the United States rely on Nielsen as their primary information suppliers. People like Coke, Procter & Gamble, Kraft General Foods use our information to help make their business decisions. These are the people that sell frozen foods, dairy products, health and beauty aids, shampoo, soft drinks, etc. Nielsen supplies information about the sales of these products from grocery stores, mass merchandisers, convenience stores, drugstores, even gas station mini-marts.
What are some of Nielsen's new product introductions?
There's our new Precision service. Perhaps the press and analysts state it best. They describe Precision as breaking new ground in the health and beauty aids industry.
For some insight into what Precision does, Sandy spoke with Ted Fishik.
Ted, what exactly is Precision service?
It's an integrated information service designed specifically for health and beauty aids manufacturers. By integrated, we mean we've taken several capabilities that Nielsen has today, chosen those most appropriate for health and beauty aids manufacturers, put them under one umbrella and called that Precision. Things like household information, who's my target audience, channel information, what are my sales in food stores, food drug combos, mass merchandisers, drug stores, what about individual retail organizations like Kmart and Walmart, all that information available on a weekly basis. Then we've taken the television information, gross rating points, coupon information, what's my circulation, looked at in-store activities such as displays and temporary price reductions, really allows our clients in the health and beauty aids industry to really start to understand what's happening in their industry and compare those factors against their major competitors.
What is the importance of the Precision service to Nielsen?
For over 60 years, we've really been the leader in the health and beauty aids industry. It's been the primary driver, the flagship brand of the company. So as we move into the 90s, as Art Nielsen started in the 30s and really was the innovator in introducing something that never existed, market share, Now we've introduced a service that is taking them into the 90s and beyond with precision by using all the capabilities that Nielsen has today, especially those that are most appropriate for health and beauty aid manufacturers.
Clearly, developing a product like Precision took some creative thinking. Sandy sat down with Rick Durr to get a sense of the process.
Rick, how was the Precision product designed?
Actually, it was a result of re-engineering of the entire Nielsen product line. A group of senior executives met for several weeks on a cross-functional team basis to take the best of all disciplines and started from a clean sheet of paper based on customer requirements, the quality that Nielsen has been known for, really built a product for the 1990s and beyond. And the result of that has been a terrific success in the marketplace and a real solid product design for the future.
Rick, what was it like to be part of the Precision team?
Well, right now it scares the heck out of you as you think back to the arduous process of working through and breaking new ground. But really, Precision wasn't only a new product that Nielsen was introducing, it was really changing the culture of how we have to do business in the 90s through not only looking at fresh approaches through customer needs, but doing it faster, better, and cheaper, and also keeping in mind the quality aspects that Nielsen is known for, and ultimately matching up against customer requirements.
How do you measure success? Since the Precision product was first offered to customers last year, it has generated more than $150 million in customer commitments to date. Dun & Bradstreet Software recently invited software industry analysts, consultants, and journalists to New York City for the introduction of SmartStream, the innovative new product that brings the benefits of client-server software to customers. Julie Donahue, Senior Vice President of Marketing at D&B Software, explained what client-server is all about.
We've seen over the course of the past 2 years some fairly dramatic changes in our customer base. They're re-engineering their businesses. They're becoming a lot more global. They're a lot more concerned about price, performance, and value for the systems and the software that they buy. And what we found with client server is that we can offer our customers something that will bring them not only the price performance, but from a technology standpoint, software that can really solve their business problems.
The announcement of D&B Software's initial client-server offering included a presentation by John Emley, chairman of D&B Software.
I want to welcome you to our client-server launch. This is quite a time for us at Dun & Bradstreet Software as the excitement is built over the past 2 years since we combined M&D and MSA. And this morning we announce our offering in the client-server arena called SmartStream. It's an information integration and management system.
Next, Hank Holland, president, talked about the importance of customer partnerships in the development of SmartStream.
What we are trying to do is to provide a competitive advantage for our customers that helps them address the re-engineering as they have to change their business environment, as they have to work toward gain productivity, and as they have to address global marketplaces.
John Pepe, Senior Vice President for Customer Service and Engineering, provided an overview of the SmartStream software environment.
And what our customers want is to raise their productivity and lower the cost. And we believe that the client-server environment is going to assist our customers in achieving that goal.
This was not just about building new software on a new platform. We really had to take a critical look at our own business to figure out how we were going to sell in this kind of environment, how we were going to support our customers, how we were going to have an administrative relationship with our customers, how we were going to manage in a world that's changing very, very quickly. So we've gone through a lot of re-engineering at Dun & Bradstreet Software and a lot of soul searching. And I think what we found is that if you take a step back and you do the simplest thing, that you're successful. And I think that's where we are today.
One of D&B's most important developing markets is Japan. A crucial part of doing business in Japan is building strong business relationships. Earlier this year, a number of customer meetings were held in support of the marketing efforts of D&B divisions operating there. Joe Duncan, D&B's chief economist, reports.
Japan is very important in the global strategy of Dun & Bradstreet because the Japanese economy is a big part of the world economy. We have 7 active divisions in Japan: AC Nielsen, IMS International, Dun & Bradstreet Information Services, Moody's Investor Services, Dun & Bradstreet Software, DataStream, and DataQuest. It's significant that both Nielsen and IMS have been in Japan for over 25 years, and that gives us an important start in the Japanese market. Currently, we have about 900 associates working for Dun & Bradstreet in Japan. In March of this year, we held a seminar for key customers and key government officials in Japan to demonstrate the range of Dun & Bradstreet's intellectual resources. We did this not by explaining our products, but having key representatives of our divisions make useful and substantive presentations to our customers to demonstrate our capabilities. In our seminar, which was hosted by Bill Dwyer, president of Dun & Bradstreet Japan, we began with an overall session looking at the global economy, a presentation of economic trends which I presented featuring Dun & Bradstreet expectations surveys around the world. That was followed by 3 concurrent sessions. One was Mike Brewer, corporate vice president of government affairs in Washington, who discussed the political outlook in an election year in the United States. John Costello, president of Nielsen Marketing in the U.S., gave an overview of changing demographics and what it means for the marketplace in the U.S., particularly for Japanese firms that want to penetrate that marketplace. And Tom McGuire, executive vice president of Moody's, discussed the global financial conditions and how they're changing as electronic funds transfers and global corporations compete for financial resources around the world. During our week in Japan, where we had the seminar, we additionally had a number of significant activities that were led by Bob Weissman, our Chief Operating Officer. Most important from my point of view is that we did have a very large gathering of D&B associates from all of the divisions. Bob Weissman gave a very nice overview of Dun & Bradstreet's strategy to help them see where they fit into the overall global role of the Dun & Bradstreet Corporation. I think it's very important to have a continuing contact of this sort to help demonstrate our capabilities on a wide-ranging basis. For example, our initial contacts with the press received very little attention until they began to understand what resources Dun & Bradstreet had, and now that we've been able to show them useful information, they come to us asking for information. Same thing is true, of course, with customers who have helped our business grow very rapidly in Japan as people learned about the various products and services offered by Dun & Bradstreet divisions.
While it all started 151 years ago with commercial credit information, Dun & Bradstreet Information Services today means a lot more than just credit information. Yet, whether you're talking about information for credit managers or business-to-business marketers or products for purchasing managers or corporate research departments, you first have to collect the data. We recently visited DBIS North America's Lehigh Valley facility in Pennsylvania to learn how it's done.
Hello, I'm Michelle Pettit, Senior Communications Specialist with Dun & Bradstreet Information Services North America. Just as there are some companies that provide information on how consumers pay their bills, Dun & Bradstreet Information Services is the #1 source on how businesses pay their bills. Dun & Bradstreet Information Services offers customers access to information on more than 20 million businesses worldwide. That's impressive because there's no other company in the information industry in the world that has an information base of this magnitude. I'm at our Customer Investigation Center in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, one of the facilities where we update and maintain information on over 9 million U.S. businesses. All this information is compiled and stored in D&B's Technologically Advanced Computer Center, the National Business Information Center in New Jersey. This bank of valuable information gets updated constantly, and we collect and update this information in a variety of ways. For example, we have a computer program that electronically processes information on a company's payment records. We call it our trade tape program. We also gather information from courthouses, government sources, banks, and even newspapers. But one of our greatest assets is our 1,200 business analysts who collect business information from around the country by telephone and through personal interviews. Every year, they're in contact with millions of businesses, and they're a vital link in encouraging customers to cooperate and provide us information.
Every day, I contact business owners and principals to update or establish reports on their businesses. for our database. I work very hard every day to encourage the business owners to provide as much information as possible on their business, including their work experience, their operations, financial information, and credit references.
In addition to telephone contacts, we make personal visits to our customers. In doing so, we're able to see the location, facilities, and how they operate. That provides a confidence level and cooperation with our customers. Through past experience, I've learned by making personal visits, customers are very appreciative.
After this information is gathered and checked for accuracy, we offer it to our customers through a variety of reports. They receive this information online, by fax, mail, and through computer-to-computer links.
One of the many reports that we offer to our customers is the Dun & Bradstreet Business Information Report. This report is a thorough compilation of the information that the business analyst has gathered, as well as information that we've obtained through third-party sources, such as our trade tape participants. We also offer our customers a unique opportunity to view their customers' financial condition, payment history, and creditworthiness as it stacks up in their industry. We will also monitor specific accounts for our customers, notifying them of any significant changes that may occur over a period of time.
Once they purchase this information, our customers use it to make important business decisions.
Our customers use Dun & Bradstreet information in many ways. They use it for setting credit limits or identifying potential suppliers. They also use it for insurance underwriting and corporate research. This information is used in so many ways by so many people that it's important that we collect accurate, timely information for our customers.
The mission of Dun & Bradstreet Information Services North America is to provide personalized business solutions for our customers. Our comprehensive information collection efforts and the high quality of service we provide our customers are with us every day.
One of the keys to Dun & Bradstreet's future success is the need to build a strong global company. In support of this objective, D&B launched in mid-1991 Project Columbus. Columbus is actually a whole range of initiatives designed to accelerate D&B's drive to become truly global. What does it take to be a global business? It means developing shared values. It means creating global approaches to marketing and human resources management. It means taking advantage of economies of scale that exist in a worldwide organization like Dun & Bradstreet. Frankfurt, Germany was the scene of one of the first Columbus projects. Earlier this year, through an outstanding cooperative effort, the data centers of IMS and AC Nielsen Germany were merged, resulting in significant economic savings and increased efficiencies. But it wasn't the first time that D&B managers in Germany have put their heads together, as we will soon see. In fact, this is the latest project built on a tradition of cooperation among the D&B divisions operating there.
Over the past years, the management worked together on various issues, and we identified a number of possibilities of improving our businesses. The major synergy projects which happened in Germany is the combination of IMS, or a consolidation of IMS and Schimmelfengs computer centers, which happened in the 1988 to 89 time frame. Parallel to that, we have been looking into the possibilities of consolidate the Nielsen computer center together with the IMS center, which we completed this year. And a combined saving of these activities has been in the range of 10 million D-marks per year, or $6 million.
If we think about a one-company approach as a supporting means for our customer orientation, then I think the big outcome for us is, of course, the cost effectiveness, which will bring us into a situation to serve our customers better than we could serve them before.
major reason for this successful project was the teamwork, was a team consisting of people out of IMS and out of AC Nielsen. And this cooperation was so excellent that we could finish the project far ahead of schedule.
If you speak about synergistic processes, then you're indeed not speaking about a project. A project is, one little part out of a synergistic process. If we think in one company terms, then of course this process will not stop after one project. It has to go on and on. So it's a constant, a constant attempt to change things or change the way we are doing things.
Now, what is required actually to make such a project fly? It isn't just the number crunching and putting down a few assumptions, more or less valid. I think it simply requires, and it sounds very simple, good corporate citizenship. And I think we have displayed that over the past few years, and we continue to do so. The level of cooperation amongst the three general managers and amongst the three units has been excellent, which is probably why Germany was selected as a guinea pig to see, what best demonstrated practices would emerge from the project here. We are quite proud that we can actually ship that to the neighboring countries. Having gone through the initial stages of Columbus, now, what kind of opinion would I want to transfer onto my brethren in other countries? If you just look at this as another cost-cutting device, we're on the wrong track. Synergy is an increase in effectiveness. It is an increase in living shared values. And if it so happens, in some of the sub-projects, we also save some money, well, that's just fine. But that should not be the initial thrust. And that's really the beauty of Columbus. It's very much also a question of attitude. It's not just raw figures.
While IMS, Nielsen, and DBIS are the largest divisions operating in Germany, other D&B divisions also have offices there. And actions to benefit these units in areas such as purchasing and human resources are underway. Other globalization initiatives are now being rolled out on a worldwide basis, and you'll be hearing more about this important process in future editions of The World of Dun & Bradstreet. And finally, we'll spend a few minutes with Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Charlie Moritz. In a recent interview, Charlie talked about some of the key issues facing the corporation and associates worldwide.
Looking ahead to 1992 and beyond, what do we need to improve to be a better corporation?
Well, I think overall what we have to continue to focus on and indeed accelerate is our willingness to change. We have simply got to increase our response time. We've got to get more new products developed. We've got to identify new customer segments that we can serve. We have to constantly improve our own internal processes so that internally we are doing things better, faster, and cheaper. So that from the customer's point of view, the external customer's point of view, when they do business with Dun & Bradstreet, they see an organization that is responsive, prepared to move quickly, can offer products and services at competitive costs. These are all aspects of what we're all familiar with is going on today in Dun & Bradstreet, indeed all companies around the world, of change. And I'm very, very proud of the way the men and women of Dun & Bradstreet have stepped up to this issue of change and indeed are willing to challenge the status quo and to find new ways of doing things. I think one of the most interesting things that is going on now is this whole concept of enabling associates and indeed empowering associates to come up with ways to improve how we do things. What is involved here, in my opinion, is really a shift from the traditional concept of management telling associates how to do things, but rather now management telling associates what we are trying to accomplish and then allowing the associates to use their own creative talents and intelligence. And thank God in this company we have an awful lot of people that are creative and certainly are intelligent. Allow our associates to, in effect, tell management how to get the job done. This is a very, very dramatic change in how we do things, and I think it's one that offers all kinds of promise for the future.
Talking about running the company, Dun & Bradstreet certainly is a worldwide organization. Would you care to comment about the phrase, think globally but act locally?
Yeah, certainly today with about 40% of our revenues coming from outside the United States, and even more significantly, increasing numbers of customers looking to Dun & Bradstreet for global types of services. We certainly have got to strategically think globally, but when it comes to being responsive to the customer, we've got to do that on a local basis. What we want to be able to do is to bring to each local customer the resources and the scale of a global organization. But in doing that, it should be really transparent and seamless to the customer. And I'm delighted to say that in large numbers of our businesses, that global strength and local responsiveness is exactly what we are doing.
In addition to making Dun & Bradstreet more of a global organization, what are some of the other challenges that you see up ahead?
Well, I think the challenges are perhaps more internal than external. Certainly, we will continue to have competition, which in many ways attests to the fact that the markets that we are in and their opportunity for the future are attractive to other companies besides Dun & Bradstreet. And certainly today, worldwide economic conditions represent a challenge for us. But I think that the real challenge and opportunity for us is how we conduct ourselves internally, how we continue to focus on service, streamline our operations, take individual accountability as for the assignments that we are given, and as such really act as members of a team, because that's what Dun & Bradstreet is. Dun & Bradstreet is a team of individual human beings that are trying to accomplish objectives for customers, for ourselves, and certainly for our share owners.
The corporation's workforce has been reduced as a result of restructuring and layoffs, and in light of those actions, what can we expect as far as job security goes?
Well, certainly reducing workforce, which we have done over the last several years, is one of the most painful things that any organization can do. And I can assure you, as the CEO of this company, it is one of the most painful decisions that I'm involved in. Job security is an issue that I know is on the minds of the men and women of this corporation. I know that because I get out of our corporate headquarters at 299, go out and visit with them and talk with them about their concerns. Regarding job security, I read the annual report of a major corporation just the other day, and its chairman made the point that his company could not afford to employ more people than it takes to effectively get the work done. And I think that's a pretty straightforward way of stating what the realities are today. We do need to increase the efficiency and effectiveness of how we do things.
When you woke up this morning and thought about the taping we were going to do for the first corporate video, what one message did you want to leave with each of the 58,000 associates around the world?
There's no question in my mind that that message would be proud of your association with what is one of the finest companies in the world today. Yes, we have our challenges, as all companies do, but unlike most companies, our opportunities are really spectacular. But we're going to realize those opportunities only if we continue to work together as a team, as one company, and continue to focus on our customers and make sure that in everything we do, we are practicing better, faster, and cheaper. This is a corporation to be proud of, and with the help and efforts of all the wonderful men and women of this corporation, we're going to keep it that way in the years ahead.
We hope you've enjoyed the first edition of D&B's new video magazine. We'll be back in a few months, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next guest host of The World of Dun & Bradstreet.